by the federal government and its bureaucracies, then the coalition may have a new job, which is to keep people from running away from the community out of fear that they're going to lose a value in their property. No one has said that it would be de-leveled like you would like it to be. It was interesting with this conversation I had last night with this guy who was like, well, we could come up with something different. I mean, I don't know what the heck that is. No one said that there would be de-leveling. But once these steps are taken, remember that other letter that just got you fuming about, you know, are going to go down. We love diversity, but our property values are going to go down. So they're going to have to assuage, I hope that's the right word. I don't know how to say that word. Assuage the fears of all those people, the people who are afraid.
So we into the business now of dealing with people's fears.
That is what the coalition does in order to keep the property values.
Okay, so let me read the mission for you.
Okay.
Our statements of beliefs and mission. We believe that honest dialogue between racial groups,
there you go. That's their
without the
goals,
constraints of. But you got to let me finish though. See, you tell me you know.
That's their they.
But that's just part of
dialogue.
it. That's just
okay.
There's 5. Honest dialogue between racial groups without the constraints of fear is essential to building meaningful relationships within our organizations and in our community and in our world. That's the first one. Racial integration, true inclusion. What does that mean?
Keep the rest of the sentence.
And racially sensitive communities of faith will ultimately benefit the entire community in all areas that contribute to quality of life, including schools. Let me make sure I read that correctly. Let me go back. Let me go back. Because,
I don't want to sit here and start back. Will you continue to read? I hear you.
No, you see?
I
you said,
hear you.
Go get the mission.
Okay.
Go. I sat on the board of the Community Coalition and Race. They had a schools committee. There was a specific reason why they had a schools committee.
Okay. Keep going.
Because kids of color were getting an unequal education.
Okay, keep going.
And there was 2 schools at Columbia High School, separate and unequal.
There was 2 schools, according to Renee Pollock, the person that you loved so much. Go ahead.
Oh, Renee Pollock was a good person.
Oh, yeah.
Keep going. Okay, let me keep going. Let me go back to this because you may have missed.
See, you're confused.
You may have missed a few of these words. Racial integration.
Yes.
True inclusion and racially sensitive communities of faith will ultimately benefit the entire community in all areas that contribute to quality of life, including schools, housing values, civic life, business, and government. Let me keep on going. Our efforts to achieve a racially integrated and truly inclusive community needs to be both intentional and clear in language and actions. You know, I'm not the brightest guy. I'm not the brightest bulb in the box. Because, you know, it so happened that there was a lot of 100-watt bulbs in the box, and my watt was only 50 watts. So let me read that over so it could become a little clearer. Our efforts to achieve a racially integrative and truly inclusive community needs to be both intentional and clear in language and actions. The benefit of a racially integrated and truly inclusive community cannot be attained without taking risk and positions that may challenge existing ideas.
So they just took a risk on putting that first.
Therefore, our mission is to become a community that fully exemplifies thriving racial integration and true inclusion. I mean, look, I don't know what else to say.
Was that just 4 or was that all 5 of them?
5 of them. And you want to hear the goals? Here's goal number 1.
Oh, my God.
Our schools are racially integrated and have closed the achievement gaps. Students of all races are achieving academic excellence. They're crazy. Students of all races are achieving academic excellence in an equitable and representative fashion throughout our public school system. They're crazy. They need to blow up this mission. I'm serious. Seriously. They have done this, you know. Oh, you know what? I'm not even.
Time check.
I'm not even going to start.
You need some iced tea or something.
Let me read that again. Let me read that again. I know you agree with that, right? That our schools are racially integrated.
They said that that's their goal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And have closed the achievement gap. But this is a statement. Students of all races are achieving academic excellence.
Oh, they're saying that these are statements that have happened, or they're things that they're aspiring to?
To me, this is things that have happened.
So why should they deal with that?
In an equitable and representative fashion throughout our public school system. Maybe this is what they would like to see. I think that's what they mean.
What's the subheading? I'm not looking at that.
Our
page.
goals.
Okay. So that's the goal.
That's what they like to see. So the number one goal is schools.
Say that's their achieve or accomplishments. Their goals. Okay, go ahead.
So here what it is. Here the goals. Number one is school, right? But here number two. Because, you know what they do? Again, remember the other night we was talking about selective selection?
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
Here we go again. It's called selective selection. All neighborhoods are racially integrated, and truly inclusive in Mayport and South Orange. They have done that.
That's their goal. Keep going.
Right? Government, civic, and business organizations in both towns are racially representative and embrace racial integration and inclusion of the civic value. Yeah, they have done that. I give them that.
How have they done that?
Because the integration thing that they're doing 4 Saturdays out of the week.
Oh, through their volunteers.
Yeah. Take that. It's common throughout the community to see people of all races socializing together in public and in private. Yeah, take that. Take that.
You see that?
Huh? Yeah, I see that. I do see that. Look, you were over at the people's place. You might have been the only one that looked like you, but you increased the diversity 100% once you walked in.
Thank you for allowing me to represent all black people.
You just walked in and everybody's like, man, this is we have just this true diversity right here. Marjorie just walked in and she increased the diversity by 100%. Yeah, you're going to write the article. 100% diversity was represented.
I don't think that had anything to do with the coalition. Go ahead.
Okay. All of this is accomplished while property values in all neighborhoods continue at optimal level for the current market condition. Yeah, take that. Take that, Community Coalition and Race. And finally, the South Orange Mayport Community Coalition and Race model is instrumental in building racially integrated and truly inclusive community throughout the nation, and other communities ask the coalition for concentration and guidance. This was adopted June 26, 2008. How much years ago was that?
2008?
Yeah.
6.
Half a decade, right?
If you want to call it that, yes.
Yeah, a little more than half a decade.
Yes.
Right? 2014. The U.S. Department of Education and the ACLU had to come into South Orange and file a complaint in order for South Orange to have their schools racially integrated, close the achievement gap, that all students should achieve academic excellence, education should be equitable, and there should be an representative fashion throughout the public school system. This is something that they wrote and they sent it to the ACLU and the U.S. Department of Education and said, listen, we don't want to deal with this. We don't want to deal with it. You, ACLU and U.S. Department of Education, come in and help us with this. You laughing, it's the truth. They did deal with it. You tell me, Marjorie, they did deal with it. Number one in their goals, Marjorie. You see, Marjorie, we got to get real, Marjorie.
Oh,
we got to get real. We got to get real. Look, you see, I was in my soapbox, and you said, so go look at the mission. Very excellent thing.
Back up on the box. Go ahead.
Excellent thing that you guide me. You see, that's why you have a co-host.
That is why.
Because they guide you you get off your soapbox and you go get the facts.
And then you get back on the soapbox.
You know, and then when you get the facts, it makes it even worse. The facts doesn't help you. It makes things worse.
Yeah, the facts are proving your point.
Exactly, the facts are proving my point. So, I mean, listen,
And your point was?
that the Community Coalition on Race dropped the ball on education in this system.
Okay, thank you.
They dropped the ball and this tells you, number one in their goals, right? Number one goal is what they're supposed to be doing. And I've said it over and over and over, over and over and over. They dropped the ball on that. They said, you know what? We don't want to deal with that because we're going to step on those people's toes that we don't want to step on. You know, let's leave it like that. Something good is going to happen. Maybe in another 6 years, somebody's going to come and do something about it. You know, it's just, don't worry about it.
And look what it took. A black man to do all
a black man to do it.
There you go.
And is this real, or am I making this stuff up?
I think that you're like belaboring this point.
It's not belaboring.
Okay, that's all right. It's gonna be 9:30 soon, and we're going to still be talking about this.
No, we're not.
It's in half an hour on the same subject. There's so much more in the
but
world.
Listen, we have added now the mission and goals of the Community Coalition on Race. We didn't have that before.
It was always here, but yes.
We never mentioned it.
In our discussion.
We never mentioned it in our
discussion. No, we
discussion.
did last discussion. I said that was not their goal, and you're saying it is. No, you wanted them to create a program for black students.
I said that over and over.
Okay.
I've been saying that for the longest while. But you see, that's what they do. They put stuff on paper. They write stuff on paper to make it look good. Oh, don't worry. We are going to deal with racial integration. We are going to deal with the achievement gap.
I think that you should get back on the board of the coalition and help steer the organization in the direction that it needs so it can continue to achieve its goals and objectives. Refine those goals and objectives.
You know what? I don't have time to go sit on in a room with people
so
who
you
just
would rather sit here on the radio and just blast the people.
Not blast them. Bring the facts. This is facts. I didn't make this up. I didn't make up those goals and missions. I didn't just come and say, well, the Community Coalition said the mission is to get the kids at Columbia High School for all certain people to be in AP classes. I didn't say that. You, as intelligent as you are, guided me, said, Anselm, why don't you go get the mission? You run in your mouth and you're in your soapbox. Go get the mission. I said, that's excellent. Let me do that. So I'm talking facts now.
Okay.
So I'm not making it up. I ain't making it up. And you see,
it's time check.
Let me just,
time check time.
Sometimes you just lead me to these things.
Isn't that beautiful?
That makes me more upset. I think you just want to get me upset. You just want me to get. You just want to like.
Started out on this. I'm like as calm as I can be, as we all should be. Because.
But why do you rile me up? Why do you lead me these things to rile me up?
You're leading me to the discussion I want to have. You're leading me to the discussion. So we're gonna do the time check, and then we're gonna come back.
The time is approximately 8:28 p.m. We're not gonna forget about this.
I know we won't.
This time check is brought to you by All Star Motors, providing you with services you can trust. They provide you with ASC certified mechanics, New Jersey State inspection facilities, used car sales, authorized police towing, and emission repair facilities. You can call them at 973-762-8771. That's 973-762-8771. We're going to go for a short break. And when we come back, more on the Community Coalition on Race. We'll be right back.
Want to learn piano for kids? Then I recommend Wendy Goldstein School of Piano. Wendy Goldstein has been offering piano lessons since 1993 and teaches piano in a very natural way. An alumni of Manhattan School of Music, Wendy creates customized lesson plans for each student and helps bring music alive. Wendy provides you a convenient location, the best value, and the most fun way to learn.